Okay, we'll get started. Question one, what value of p is a solution to the given equation? Um, just put the 3 plus 8 is 11, and obviously minus 1 plus 11 is equal to 10. Question two, which of the following graphs shows the most appropriate model for the data? Since this is an exponential function like this, uh, D, as in David, is correct. What is the positive solution to the given equation? Put the minus 53 over here, and it becomes 50. K squared is equal to 144 because we're adding 53 both sides. K is equal to plus minus 12. So D, we only need the plus 12, so D is correct. During a portion of a flight, a small airplane's cruising speed varied between 150 miles per hour and 70 miles per hour, 170 miles per hour, which inequality best represents the situation where S is the cruising speed in miles per hour during this portion of the flight. So it was between 150 and 170. So D as in David is the correct answer. Question number five, an object was launched upward from a platform. The graph show models the height above ground y in meters of the object x seconds after it was launched. For which of the following intervals of time was the height of the object increasing for the entire interval? So let's cut this in half. From 0 to 2, as you can see, the height was increasing. So A as an apple is correct. Okay, question six, how many yards are equivalent to 1,116 inches? Very simple and straightforward unit conversion. So all I gotta do is do like this. Divide 1,116 by 36, which is equal to 31. So 31 yards is the correct answer. Number seven, the function f represents the total cost in dollars of attending an arcade when X games are played. How many games can be played for a total cost of $58? So 14 plus 4x is equal to 58. 4x is equal to 44, and x is equal to 11. So 11 is the correct answer. For the linear function f is a constant when x is 0, f of x is 30. What is the value of b? Okay, so put the 0 here and set this to 30. So b is equal to 30. So D as in David is the correct answer. Question nine, the function p gives an estimated number of the marine mammals in a certain area where t is the number of years since the study began. What is the best interpretation of p of 0 is equal to 1800 in this context? So when it was first measured, oh, sorry, initially there were 1,800 marine mammals in the certain area. So no, A is wrong. So B is correct. A manager is responsible for ordering supplies for a shaved ice shop. The shop's inventory starts with 4,500 paper cups, and the manager estimates that 70 of these paper cups are used each day. Based on this estimate, how many days will the supply of paper cups reach 1,700? So simple linear function here. And 70x is equal to 2,800. X is equal to 40. So B as in boy is the correct answer. Question number 11, for which of the following tables are the values of x and their corresponding values of y solutions to the given inequality? Honestly, like we're gonna have to compare whatever is here and whatever is given here. So I'll go ahead and try A here. So y is greater than 4 times 2 plus 8, so 16. Yes, 19 is greater than 16. Let's do for another one. Times 4 plus 8. 16 plus 8 is 24. 30 is greater than 24. Yes. And last but not least, let's check if 6 times 4 plus 8. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 41 is greater than 32. Yes, that is true. So A is correct. Which of the expression is equivalent to this here? All you got to do is try to figure this out here. So it becomes x squared minus 25. And this one is x to the power 4 plus 22x squared plus 121. And if we want to add these up, x to the power 4 plus 23x squared and plus 96. So the correct answer here is B. Okay. Question number 13. The function h is defined by h of x is equal to 8 over 5x plus 6. What's the value of h of 2? Just put the 2 inside here, and it becomes 8 over 16, which is 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 is the correct answer. Or the figure shows the length in inches of two sides of a triangle. What is the area of the triangle in square inches? We know that the area is 1 over 2 base times height for the triangle. So 1 over 2 times 3 times 5 is 15. So you can write this as 15 over 2. So 15 over 2 is the answer for question 14. Question 15, how the graph models the number of active projects the company was working on X months after the end of November 2012, where 0 is less than or equal to X and X is less than or equal to 6. According to the model, what is the predicted number of active projects on the company was working on the end of November 12th? So basically, when X is 0, we know that Y is 5. So B is the correct answer choice here. The relationship between two variables x and y is linear. For every increase in value of x by 1, the value of y increases by 8. So delta y over delta x is equal to 8 over 1. When the value of x is 2, the value of y is 18. Which equation represents this relation? So basically, we're just like modeling a linear equation here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and write that down here. So y minus 18 is equal to 8x minus 2. If I solve that, it becomes y is equal to 8x minus 16 plus 18. And it becomes y is equal to 8x plus 2. So C is the correct answer choice here. 17, the given equation relates the positive numbers P and C. Which equation correctly is C? In terms of P and N, okay, let's divide N both sides, so it becomes P over N is equal to 19 minus C. Just flip this, swap this over, so it becomes this. So D as in David is the correct answer. Okay, which of the following is a solution to the given equation? Please remember this formula. So, minus 3 squared is 44 minus. Okay. And I don't really care what's inside here because we're trying to like see which of the following is most appropriate. And B and C obviously no because I need the -6 outside here. And yeah, whatever this is, divide by 2. And because we have a -6 in front here, and answer choice D has a -6 as well. So that's why D is correct. A is wrong because over here, this is a -6, not 6. So A is also wrong. Question number 19. The table shown summarizes the number of employees at each of the 17 restaurants in a town. Which of the following could be the median number of employees at restaurants? So we know that the median is simply n plus 1 over 2, where n is the number of, oh, sorry, the sum of these values here. So sum of the frequency, excuse me. So this is 17 plus 1 over 2, which is 9. Let's see where 9 is. This is not here. Nope. This is 6. This is 8. And this is 15. This is 17. Where does 9 lie? 9 lies here. So the median number of employees for a restaurant in this town can be a value between 20 to 25, and answer choice D is indeed between 20 to 25, so D is correct. What is the y-coordinate of the y-intercept of the graph of 3x over 7 and all of this in the xy plane? All you gotta do is x is equal to 0, put that over here, and it becomes 0 equals -5y over 9 plus 21. 5y over 9 is equal to 21. We can solve for y. Y is equal to 189 over 5. So 189 over 5 is the correct answer. Okay, the graph of y equals 2x squared plus bx plus c is shown where b and c are constant. What's the value of bc? I'm gonna go ahead and pick 0 comma -6 over here and 1 comma 0, which is over here. And as you can see, uh, c is equal to -6 because if I put the zeros here, everything goes away. If I put the ones, it becomes 2 plus b plus c is equal to 0. And we know what c is, so it becomes b minus 4 is equal to 0. B is equal to 4. What's 4 times -6? It's -24. So -24 is the correct answer. Okay, question 22. In 2008, Xena earned 14% more than in 2007, and in 2009, Xena earned 4% more than in 2008. If Xena earned Y times as much in 2009 as in 2007, what is the value of Y? Okay, let's assume that uh, Xena has earned X in 2007, 2008. Because it's 14% more, you need to be adding a 1 to 14 over 100, like this. In 2009, same, it's 4% more, so you'll want to add 1 to 4 over 100. And let me just say that this is 1.4. And let's just compare, and we only need to find what this value is. Okay, so this is 1.04 times 1.14, which is equal to 1.1856. So 1.1856, so D is correct. Circle A is defined by the equation. This circle B not shown is a result of shifting circle A down 6 units and increasing the radius so that the radius of circle B is 2 times the radius of R, which equation defines circle B. So if we say RB is equal to 2RA, if I say RB squared, this becomes 2 squared RA squared. So 4 times 9. We know that RA squared is 9 here. So immediately B and D are eliminated. And I'm trying to decide where the new circle's center position is. So since circle, we're shifting 6 units down, it should be y plus 6 here. And since we are keeping the x plus 2 same here, this just stays the same. So A as an apple is the correct answer choice here. Okay, question 24. A right triangle ABC shown was just a value of tan of A. So we're looking for uh, what the tangent of A here is, tan of 60. Uh, First of all, I need to find this guy, and I also need to find this guy. So we know that sine of 30 is equal to 1 over 2. And this is equal to x over 54. So my x is 27. So this guy is 27 here. And y, you can use the Pythagoras theorem here. Do like y is equal to square root of 54 squared minus 27 squared. Or here's what I did. I actually decided to get the sine of 60 here. Sine of 60 is equal to square root of 3 over 2. And this is equal to y over 54. And y is equal to 27 root 3. I prefer this method because I can clearly see the root 3 here. And tan of A is going to be opposite over adjacent. So y over x. And this is obviously going to be square root 3. So for 24, C is the correct answer. Okay, question 25. At the time that an article was first featured on homepage of a news website, there were 40 comments in the article. An exponential model estimates that at the end of each hour after the article was first featured on the homepage, the number of comments on the article had increased by 190% of the number of comments on the article at the end of the previous hour. Which of the following equations best represents this model, where C is the estimated number of comments on the article T hours after the article was first featured? Okay, so C, since it's an exponential, we have an initial value here at 190% increased, right? So we're going to have to add 1, right? And 190 divided by 100, so that's 1.19. And 1 plus 1.9 is equal to 2.9. So as you can see, answer choice D has the 2.9. So that is the correct answer. Okay, question 26. So a tricky one here. The table shows three values of x and their corresponding values of g of x, where we have this relation, and f is a linear function. What is the y-intercept of the graph of y is equal to fx in the plane? So when x is equal to 0. Okay, so here's what we can do. I know that my if I put g of minus 27 here, this is equal to f of minus 27 divided by minus 24, because minus 27 plus 3 is minus 24. And this over here uh, is equal to 3, because g, if we put minus 27 inside g, we get 3. And we also can say that g of minus 9 is equal to f of minus 9. What's minus 9 plus 3? That's minus 6. So we can put that, and that is equal to 0. And we can say that f of minus 27 is equal to minus 72, because minus 24 times 3 is minus 72, and f of 0 is equal to, oh, sorry, f of minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, this is a key piece of information here. So we can definitely calculate the slope. So 0 minus minus 72 divided by minus 9 minus minus 27. This is 72 over 18. And that is equal to 4. And I'm going to go ahead and put uh, this guy over here. I'm going to pick minus 9 comma 0, because we need to find the equation for f. I'm sorry, I'm going to write it here because we're running out of space. So y minus y0 is equal to m, and then x minus x0. Y minus 0 is equal to 4, and x plus 9. Y is equal to, so if I put the 0 here instead of the x, it becomes y is 0 plus 9 here, and this is 36. So the y-intercept is 0 comma 36. So A is the correct answer. Okay, question 27, geometry problem here. In the right triangle ABC, angle C is the right angle and VC is 162. Point D on side AB is connected by a line segment with point E on side AC such that line segment D is parallel to BC and C is equal to 2AE. What is the length of line segment DE? I'm gonna draw out here. So we have C, B, and A. And we have 162 here. BC is 162. And we have E and D here. And this is equal to X. And CE is 2AE. So we have 2X here. Now, this is a simple ratio problem because we're trying to find TE. So I'll go ahead and write the two triangles out here. So we have X and we have an unknown. y here that we're trying to determine. And this is AED. And we have another triangle here, CBA. And we have 3x, and we have 162. We know what the ratio is. So x, I'm sorry, I'll just write this as 3x to 162 is equal to x to y. And we're trying to solve for y here. So 162x is equal to 3xy. Divide 3x both sides, and you get y is equal to 54. So the length of the line segment D is 54. 54 is the correct answer here for question number 27. Okay. All right. Let's move on. The function f is defined by f of x is equal to 8x for what value of x does set these equal to each other, and 8 times 9 is equal to 72. So 9b is the correct answer. Number 2, in the figure, two lines intersect at a point angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles. The measure of angle 1 is 72 degrees. What is the measure? Since these two are intersect at one point, and we can see that these two are the same. So answer choice A is correct. And question number 3, on a street with 7 houses, 2 houses are blue. If house from the street is selected at random, what is the probability the house is blue? So it's 2/7. So B is the correct answer. 4a, the graph of function f is shown where y is equal to f of x, which are okay. None of these are decreasing. This clearly is a linear function, so A is the correct answer. The graph of the function f is shown where y is equal to, what is the y-intercept of the graph? So when x is equal to 0, it's -4, so B is correct. Okay, question number 6. What is the solution to the given system of equations x, y? What is the value of y, excuse me? All you gotta do is just put that 8 instead of x, which is equal to 26. 3y is equal to 18. Y is equal to 6. Okay, simple and straightforward. The amount of Hannah's bill for a food order was 50. Hannah gave a tip of 20% of the amount of the bill. What is the amount of dollars? Okay, 20 out of 100 times 50. What's this? This is equal to 10. So 10 is the correct answer. Okay, question A, which expression is equivalent to 5x to the power of 5 minus 6x to the power of 4 plus 8x cubed? Okay, we want the one with the lowest number here when you compare like the to the power of x. So since x3, this guy's the smallest, I can immediately cancel out A and D. Is there a common multiple between 8, 6, and 5? I don't think so. Well, no. So B is obviously the answer. The ratio of the length of line segment XY to the length of line segment CV is 6:1. If the length of line segment XY is 102 inches, what is the length in inches of the line segment CV? Okay, so this is a simple ratio problem. So 6:1 is equal to 102 to x. Multiply this, so 6x is equal to 102. My x is equal to 17. So A is the correct answer. Tell which equation has the same solution as the given equation. Okay, so divide 7 both sides, and 2x minus 3 is equal to 9, so A is the correct answer. The function f defined by f of t is equal to 14t plus 9 gives the estimated length in inches of a vine planted t months after a Tavon purchase. Which of the following is the best interpretation of 9 in this context? 9 is the initial. So if I look at all of the answer choices, if I look at D, the estimated length of the vine plant was 9 inches when Tavon purchased it. So when Tavon purchased it, the length was 9. So D is the correct answer. 12. What is a possible solution to the given equation? Um, I can see a 5 here because we have -2, 5, and -9. When x is equal to these values, y is equal to 0. So we're looking for a positive, so C is the correct answer. Okay, 13. Brian saved 2 out of 5 of the $215 he earns each week from this job. If Brian continues to save at this rate, how much money in dollars will Brian save 9 weeks? Okay, so go ahead and do this. 2 over 5 times t. Okay, and this is equal to 86. And 86 times 9 is equal to 774. Because Brian is saving at this rate. And we have 9 weeks. So obviously we're going to have to multiply the 9 with the 886. So 774 is the correct answer. I'll write it one more time here. Question 14. Rectangle has an area of 155 square inches. The length of the rectangle is 4 inches less than 7 times the width of it. What is the width of the rectangle in inches? Okay, length times width is equal to 155. So the length of the rectangle is 4 inches less than the 7 times the width. And I'm going to go ahead and write this like this. And 7w squared minus 4w minus 155 is equal to 0. And I'm going to factor out here 31 and -5. Oh, sorry, -5. And clearly, this is a positive solution. So 5 is the correct answer to question 14. What is the media of the data as shown? Okay, since we have an unsorted data here, we need to sort everything out first, okay? So 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 10, and 18. Okay, I'm gonna cross out each one for the start and the end. And my median is somewhere here, so 5 is the correct answer, so B is correct. A right circular cylinder has a volume of 432 cubic centimeters. The area of the base of the cylinder is 24 square centimeters. What is the height in centimeters of the cylinder? Okay, so pi r squared times h is the volume of the cylinder, and this is equal to 432. The area of the base, so this guy here is 24 square centimeters. So I can immediately know that pi r squared is equal to 24. So I could write this as like this. And h is equal to 432 divided by 24. So that's 18. So A is correct. How many distinct real solutions does the given equation have? None. If you square root this becomes an imaginary number. So it's not a real solution, so obviously none. Okay. Line K is defined by y is equal to 7x plus 1 over 8. Line J is perpendicular to line K in the xy plane. What is the slope of line J? Okay, we know that the the slope of the two perpendicular lines, if you multiply them, it should be -1. So we know a 7 here, so 7m2 is equal to -1. M2 is equal to -1 over 7. So B is correct. Okay. Um, the table shows a linear relationship between the number of cars C on a commuter train and the maximum number of passengers and crews P that the train can carry, which equation represents the linear relationship between C and P. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and calculate the slope here. So I'm gonna pick these 2 points. So 5 minus 3 is in the denominator, 284. 55 is our slope. And y minus y0 is equal to 55, x minus x0. I'm going to put 3, 174 here. So y minus 174 is equal to 55x 3. And this becomes y is equal to 55x plus 9. And since x, I assume that it's the number of cars, so it's 55c plus 9. And this is equal to the number of passengers and crew. So I'm going to flip-flop this. Oh, by the way, we know that C and D are wrong because it's a 55C, not a 55P. So I'm going to go ahead and just swap these over. So 55C minus P both sides and minus 9 both sides. So A is correct. Okay. If 4 to the power of AC is equal to whatever this is, what is the value of C? I can rewrite this as this, right? And since 4 to the power of AC, disregard the 4's here, AC is equal to 7 over 3. C is equal to 7 over 24. Okay, simple and straightforward. The solution to the given system of equations is xy was a value of 6 and whatever multiplied by x minus 2. Oh, sorry, 6 times parenthesis x minus 2. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, since I can actually cancel the y plus 7 here, so I'm going to add this up, so it becomes 2. This guy goes away and is equal to 559. How do we go from 2 times x minus 2 to 6 times parentheses x minus 2? All you gotta do is multiply by 3. What's 559 times 3? That's equal to 1677. So 1677 is the correct answer. Okay. In triangle ABC, angle B is the right angle. Geometry problem, so I'm going to draw it out here. So B. The length AB is 10 root 37, and the length of BC is 24 root 37. What is the length of side AC? Okay, so I'll write this here. And 24. Okay, easy Pythagoras theorem. So C squared is equal to uh, all of this square plus, and c is equal to the square root of this. So if I take the square root of this, it becomes 26 root 37. So, oh, sorry, it should be. So 26 root 37. So B is the correct answer. Okay. And moving on to 23. The function f is defined by the given equation. The equation can be rewritten as f of x is equal to whatever this is, or p is a constant. Which of the following is closest value of p? Okay, be very careful here because these two are not in the same format. You have an you have an a function f that grows every four, like probably hours or some time frame. And this one is just, this grows at like 1 plus p over 100 for just x to the power of x. So first things first, I need to deal with this divided by 4 here. So what can I do? I can rewrite this as as multiplied by x. Okay. So we know that we can, since we have this information here, and this is like this here. We can disregard the x's here. Okay. Now we need to deal with what's inside. So I'm gonna write it down here to make it more clear. Is equal to 1.84 to the power of. Okay. And then you're definitely gonna want to punch this in your calculator. And if you do that to solve for p, you get 16.46. So A is the correct answer here. Okay. The function f is defined by f of x is equal to a square root x plus b, where a, b are constants in the xy plane. The graph of y is equal to fx passed through the point minus 24 comma 0, and f of 24 is less than 0, which of the following must be true? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what I get if I put minus 24 comma 0 inside here. So 0 is equal to a b minus 24, and f, and it says like f of 24 is less than 0. So we could also draw this out. So minus 24, this is minus 24 comma 0. And for 24, f of 24, it is like in the negative y-axis. Okay, so something like this. We can tell that although this is a rational function, um, it's decreasing. So obviously, if we have a decreasing rational function, um, a has to be less than 0. So we have this state. We know that this must hold true for this situation. And for B has to be a positive because, like, let's say what this means is we're shifting b units in the x direction to the left. If I wrote as x minus b, we're shifting b units to the right in the x direction, okay? And if you notice a pattern here, I shifted this entire function 24 units to the left. So I could, it's something like this, right? F of x is equal to a square root x plus 24. If I put minus 24 here, it makes sense, right? And when you see a pattern that this is a negative rational function, sorry, decreasing rational function here. So we know that a has to be less than b. So D, as in David, is the correct answer. 25. In the xy plane, a circle has a center C with coordinates hk, points A and B lie in a circle. Point A has a coordinates h plus 1, comma k plus square root 102, and the ACB is a right angle. What is the length of AB? I like to draw this out here. HK is the center. H plus 1, uh, let's say, sorry, say this is H plus 1 comma k plus square root of 102. And we want to know what the length of AB is. Sorry for my drawing. This should be a right angle. Oh, never mind. Apologies for the bad drawing. Let's try it again. So A and B lie on a circle. And this is a 90 degrees because right angle means 90 degrees. So we're looking for this length from A to B, right? And this is HK, and this is H plus 1, K plus square root of 102. We can definitely determine what this R is, because R is simply just the distance between coordinates. Or there should be a square root here. So H plus 1 minus H. Yeah, this is obviously going to be 1. And is K plus square root 102 minus K squared. This is going to be 102. So there are R is square root of 103. Okay. And since this is a right angle, I'm going to go ahead and also write this down here because the radius has to be the same. And we're looking for this, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cut this through here. So this becomes, we have another right angle here. This is a 45. And this is 100. Okay. And sine 45 is square root 2 over 2 is equal to x over square root 103. And now solving for x, oopsies, you have 206 over 2. However, because I cut this right triangle like this, we only determined the x right now, but AB is 2x. So all we got to do here is multiply square root 206 over 2 by 2, and that gives you square root 206. So A is the correct answer. Okay. Question 26, we're almost there. The scatter plot shows the relationship between two variables x and y for data set E. A line of best fit is shown. Data set F is created by multiplying the y-coordinate of each data point from data set E by 3.9, which of the following could be an equation for a line of best fit for data set F. Since we're going to have to multiply the y-coordinates by 3.9, I'm going to go ahead and pick 2 points. So 0 and 4 here. So 4 minus 0. But don't forget to multiply 3.9 to all of this here. So we have something like, what's this value here? I'll assume like probably 18-ish. And this should be like 12. It's 3.9 times 6 over 4. So this should give you approximately like 6. But since 5.9 is close value to 6, so we can assume the slope is 5.9. So B and D are wrong immediately. And 12 times 3.9 is like approximately 46.8. So we know that the y-intercept is 46.8, which is equal to 5.9. So A is the correct answer choice. Okay. And the system of equations, R is a constant. If the system has no solution, what is the value of R? Okay, so I'm gonna put all my x and y's to the left. 40x minus 112 y is equal to 24. I'm going to put this guy over here. So 12x plus ry is equal to 1 over 8. I want to go ahead and multiply all of this by 4. So 48x minus 112y is equal to 24. Keep that. 48x plus 4r y is equal to 4 over 8. We want this guy to be same, but this guy to the right has to be different because the system has no solution. So we need to set the 4y equal to minus 112. So 4r is equal to minus 112. R is equal to minus 28. So the answer is minus 28 to question 27. And thanks for watching.